my Madden 17 career. As previously, if you have seen my videos, I am the cornerback for the Ravens as slot 1. So we are still undefeated going to week 10. So just finish up into season 1. I will also be making some weapon guides to Modern Warfare, the new one, and other Call of Duties. I thought it'd be fun to make some guides and walk through plays and everything. So that happened later on after I get done with the Madden career. Between that, tell me how your day's been, how's it going, and what's your favorite game of all time. Don't forget to follow on Twitch. It's still STR Artistic for right now. And on YouTube, it's Fallen Redneck. Redneck, technically. Go ahead and do that and tell your friends to follow me and stuff. I make videos almost every day, and I do it for fun so you guys can have videos to watch. So without further ado, let's get back into this and get going. Alright, down to the goal line. Here we go, here we go. Nope. Back you go. Intercepted when taken down. Nice. Alright. Sometimes when you play this, you go so far beyond your coverage that you're not able to. That's quite alright. Always just, if it's either behind you or in front of you, head down that way and get the tackle at least. You help the team out that way.
Hey man,
alright, we got gold.
I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down.
Forgive me, I do have a bit of a cold too. Oh, we're playing the Browns again, huh? Okay.
Tryna break chains, everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away, so roll up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of emotion wrapped up in this bitter rivalry game, and that means added pressure for this man, as any one mistake from him at cornerback could lead to the play that breaks the game open. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
All right.
With that, we'll send you up to Baltimore, as standing by at M&T Bank Stadium are the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the
underway
first half.
we
And
go.
we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft.
There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure.
That was nice. All right, to defense, here we go. Let's do this.
Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play, because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Nice.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
Nice.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led by their veteran quarterback in his 9th year now out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Started the first game.
I don't know why so far back.
They begin with a run by Crowell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here's Fitzpatrick, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Going underneath for Crowell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 14 yards. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
All right, let's see what you're up to.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, I left my man back.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the... And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. So
now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he fields it cleanly. Spinning past him. Still on his feet. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one complete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Elvis Dumerville in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And quickly they get to the line. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's got time in the pocket. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Ravens are looking good right now as they will just try to keep up the good work in the second half. The Browns are coming off a bad game, and they haven't been able to get out of that funk here today. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lee's going to kick it away. The kickoff starts out at the 5. And this long run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Browns with the ball late in the first. Pass coverage will break down here. And that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. An interception would get the defense off the field. Browns have it late in the second. They're going to come away with another sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us.
Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Pick on my cat.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Elvis Dumerville in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing.
But, anyway, back to the game. Sorry, I'm kind of getting a message for a time broadcast.
They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. 10 yards still left on second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack.
From across his body, and it's
Intercepted
intercepted.
again.
Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six.
Oh, back after him again.
Running left is Crowell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So this is the second consecutive week, as you look at the numbers, that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
That's a nice kick. Oh, right.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands first and... On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting hammered.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check, 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 check.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. Finding time. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Still 9 yards to go on third down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Fitzpatrick under pressure, and they got to him again. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass, I'll tell you, that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take the man down.
It bubbles off of me when I'm trying to catch it. That's like so hilarious.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh well.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 10 yards to go on third. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So they tried to go.
Nope.
Well, the
We'll take that
storyline of this
one,
one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Baltimore, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Sorry guys, I'm getting slammed. I'm getting jumped off for no reason.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V.
So we got
all reminds me of California.
upgrades here.
Cause there's
So let's see
place
what we
like
got.
California.
Got some trades.
California,
Take 16. So we'll get that before next year. Strip ball.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some
I'll
killers
take
in
care of
Memphis,
this stuff
like they be open. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses,
in a bit.
literally I'm lean.
Alright, so let's go on to week 11 here.
Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny,
That was a good football game.
but
We
nothing like
dominated that one.
Compton. It's more like
Now we're gonna move
Calistoga,
forward.
and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt.
Stop spamming
I'm in
me.
the zone. Why does
Seriously.
everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, fresh off a flight from Boston.
Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Hey, move 45! Move 45!
Alright, good job, good job. Second down turn. Let's keep doing that. Now we take them all the way down the third. Ah, man. I gotta get my catching myself. Did he get it? Yeah, he got it. I thought I had taken it down, but that's all right. Hey, you're bringing up games on my phone, cat. Fourth and 24. All right.
All right, man, bring it in tight, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the season. Not a single mental mistake. That's the type of practice championship teams have.
Never come down, I never come down. Blow on down, pass it around. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, ain't nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Sit. I'm Mike. Sit. I'm Mike. Sit.
Sorry about the messages, guys.
I'm Mike. Sit. Sit. I'm Mike. Sit. I'm Mike. Sit. I'm Mike. Sit.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Game time just around the corner, and this is a player who had a fine game last week, scoring a touchdown in their win. He won't be worried about scoring in this one, though. He'll just want to
Give me a sec, guys.
give him good, strong play in the secondary.
Sorry,
It's
I'm not
the
my
Ravens
last.
going up against the
Fight it
Cowboys.
back.
So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They're led by their veteran quarterback in his 9th year now out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Started the first game of his rookie.
Alright. First touchdown. First time on defense. Let's see what we can do.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Let's go! 1-9!
2nd down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Let's go! 1-9!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Character just did.
Come on, let's go! 1-9!
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The
Can't get off
try.
me, Witten, please.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Yeah.
Here we go
Now
again.
Dallas gets set to take the field. One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help.
Oh,
maybe keep your
too far.
tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Let's go! 1-9!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And that's now the 2nd time.
Nice.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Wow.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Check four. Here we go. Red 38.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten.
Oh, my
And he'll
God.
go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly,
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Go three down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts.
And out now come the Cowboys. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Alright, what you up to?
Come on, let's go.
Last time Prescott.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last drive, 3 out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Oh, they got a field goal.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. A beautiful fake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Fourth quarter.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll come out in the pistol. A first down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 7 yards remain now on third down.
Come on, let's go!
Prescott from the gun on third. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go!
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Looking for someone to throw to. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, the feel that I get on this,
so still lots of work left to do, but here comes the
Because I
onside
mean
kick.
somebody's going to get it, so.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for
What are
the
you doing
effort.
up on
at
my
least.
dresser? Huh?
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they're punching into the end zone.
It's a gain of 17 that time, and that leads to a Dallas first down. Time was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately,
That ain't gonna happen.
a road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.
Alright, so we won that. Still undefeated, so we're gonna keep going. Just keep going, just keep going. What do? We do. Oh, my name.
Babe, show me what you like. Hey, you put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like I'm breaking all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up the Spanish. The clicking, I ain't looking like the side of this. I'm the opposite, cause I'm the main event in boxing, and it has the time to ticking. I've been out here playing my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block the hit, cause someday,
Just a sec.
but not tonight though.
Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Just in time.
Hey! Move 45! Move 45!
For a touchdown. Okay. That's an interception. Goal. Nice. Yeah, we're done. Against the Bengals in week 12.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is such a meaningful game in the hunt for a postseason spot. And we may see some lockdown coverage from this fella as he tries to prevent any big passing plays from hurting their playoff aspirations. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They're led by their veteran quarterback in his 9th year now out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Started the first game of his rookie.
Okay. Now maybe she won't do that again. I think it's just left pets.
Hill, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Now Hill, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From midfield here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's fourth down. So here's the 2014 Pro Bowler. That's Kevin Huber on to kick this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's third down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
Oh.
Tate's got it. 19 yards that time for number 19. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Terrell Suggs, a good sight there, back from another Achilles injury last season. He's able to get in and make the play. Play action here with Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And a right side completion here by LaFell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Your head in the ground.
Second down, Dalton. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On second down, Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He's got time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
What? Okay.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Baltimore. They start the second half with Hill. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack.
It's a late job,
and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Surveying the field. And pressure. And they got him once again. Timmy Jernigan in there to sack him.
No.
And that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36.
Here we go. Oh, GP
He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Nice.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And Dalton hands to Hill. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
All right.
Dalton with a give to Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Hill, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they have possession, and they have... And out now, here come the Bengals. They begin the drive with Hill, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're on the dime. 3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Can still be undefeated.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37.
Here we go again.
Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field, but Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
380.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his pass incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete to Tate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take this one back to the 37-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So Dalton now. A dump off now to Hill. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Elvis Dumerville in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
380. 380.
Dalton off play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offense.
And this is intercepted. And
Thank
that
you.
should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards
I'll
shy
take
of
it.
midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock.
That's all right. Gives us a victory at least.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.
All right. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take a small break from gaming. My eyes are starting to hurt just a tiny bit. I'll be back in a bit. Okay? Alright, take care guys. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends about me.